Bane is back, AllBall. Hold the hell on. Bane is back. Stop playing with my boy. I just said it. Kwame Brown, Draymond Green, all you guys bitching and moaning about Skip Bayless all these years, and all you do is play the exact role this man is playing. And Bane is back with a vengeance. But this thing stood out to me, man, because he said something very similar that you said.
Is that him? Nigga look crazy, man.
It felt like what you were talking about, where PFT9, we don't fight off air, but it felt like it was kind of a real fight on air at times. And viewers can see that and feel that, and that's where it might turn a little bit.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
Trust me on this. I love that guy. And we were together for 7 years in a very different way than you guys are together, because we took it up a notch from Stephen A and I, because in the end, Stephen A is more of a showman, an entertainer. So our debates could be a little sillier than the ex-pro football player now in the Hall of Fame versus me, because I do know football, and I would take it to whatever depth Shannon wanted to go to on X and O football. Wherever he wanted to go, I'll go there, because I learned from a lot of great people in this business. I learned from Don Shula and Bill Walsh and Tom Landry and Jimmy Johnson. I know football. I don't know the jargon that Shannon knows about 22-man and bomb blitz and whatever the Denver Broncos used or the Baltimore Ravens used for jargon. But we would get into it about football, and he would get miffed occasionally that I would
stop it real quick.
There it goes right there. You read my mind. SF Wisdom, Skip can play the Green Goblin. Correct. There it goes right there.
Skip is the Green Goblin. What are y'all talking about?
Absolutely. That's
Oscorp himself.
That's what's his name? Oscorp.
Oscorp. I forgot the first name.
That's what Flea gets pissed about. That's what all the ball players get pissed about. Don't sit there and act like you not talking to the Hall of Famer who's breaking the game down. No, the fuck you are not on his level. Ever. No. That's when I go take a back seat, start asking questions a little bit. That's what separates us from the Skip Bayless of the world. That is what blew my mind. Hold on. You think you had Shannon Sharpe miffed? No. You could never have him miffed. He just thought so highly of himself, and that's why we said, Flea, he believes in his own bullshit. That's why I fucks with him. He's a wrestler, man. He's a wrestler. He said he fought for Shannon Sharpe's job.
Only thing with this dude, right? I was waiting for him to surface somewhere. Of course, he shows up in front of Dave Portnoy. Go figure. But anyway, like, that dude is a joke, man. That dude is a joke. That dude is a joke. I listened to him, and I have a small admiration for him, because he's one of the guys that was actually sitting right there when Magic hit the hook shot going through the lane against Boston in the 87 finals. Like, Skip was there during that Cowboys run. He was there during the last 3 years in the Mike run. So for me, like,
he just said he learned from Don Shula, Tom Landry, and Bill Walsh. This is what he learned from.
I'm talking now. That's further back, right? Like, I'm just like, for a guy that was been there, right? For a guy that's like super, super credible, it kills me that he leaned into the era that he's in. Like, he could be the rogue that's like, nah, I'm gonna stick to the facts. But they know that, like, entertainment sells. You know, Skip gets on the bullshit. Skip had us believing that Tim Tebow was a starting quarterback in the NFL.
He had who believing that?
The world.
Listen.
He had the Denver Broncos believing that.
No, he had us believing in Johnny Manziel.
Like, this, come on.
He sold y'all on that? John Elway had him up out of there.
I'm gonna be honest.
Quickly.
I'm gonna be honest. Hold on, just real quick. When Tim Tebow, it was a play in the playoffs. I think he won a playoff game where he threw a screen, and the player ran and got a touchdown.
Oh no, that was a playoff game against Pittsburgh. It was
at that point. He had me sold on Tim Tebow. I'm not going to even lie, bro. Flea, when your man was getting on one knee with the
Here's the only take that I remember from Skip that I was like, Skip, you might have been right. He said the Clippers should have took Steph Curry 1 instead of Blake Griffin.
He was the only one that said that.
He did say that. Now, I mean, you don't go wrong by taking Blake, right? Blake was great, rookie of the year. He was great. But Steph Curry, y'all, right? It's Steph Curry. Like, what are we talking about? So I don't, I've never seen Skip. I've never seen Skip right. I've never watched him and said, you know what? You right. I never did that. I
disagree with that. He was right plenty. He was right about LeBron plenty. Y'all just hated to hear it. I don't even know why. He was saying the same thing you did. You just like you didn't want to hear from him. He was saying a lot of shit right about LeBron. I didn't care what Mark Cuban said. Yo, we had the schemes had him on this ball. No, okay, so what? Y'all schemed out D-Wade too. And what happened? He came through.
Because he hated on LeBron, he was right.
No.
Because he hated on LeBron and propped up Mike, he was right.
No. Forget about Mike. Somehow you brought up.
You can't because that's what he did.
But that's what
he did.
That's what motivated him to come up with this shit. I understand what you're saying, but for me, I didn't hate LeBron at that time. I didn't hate him at all. I loved LeBron until he kept. What is this? He just happened to be the one that had the balls to say he didn't want to go take a layup because he don't want to go to a free throw line. I'm like, oh shit, I never thought of that. That's correct. A lot of guys do that. You know better than me, Flea. So there's certain things that he was right on, but it's like
if I know better than you, you gonna believe the guy. Copy. Don't tell me you know better than me. Don't say that.
So there's people in basketball that don't want to go take a layup. They don't want to hit the shot. They don't want to take the shot because they don't want to go to the free throw line.
Consciously think I am not going to be aggressive and get to the rim because I suck at the free throw line. That's what you're asking me.
Yes.
I don't believe so. No, I don't believe a guy that's a ball handler. There was some because there was bigs that usually bigs are not very good at free throw shooters, right? So yes, we understand that bigs will run away from the ball because they don't want to get put on the free throw line. But you're asking me, have I ever seen a guy that could put the ball on the floor, get to the rim, and be confident in himself and scared to do that because he don't want to get sent to the line? That's a myth to me.
Nick Anderson? I'm saying this is real stuff though. Like that's the intangibles that's like it's funny, but when we get real about it, see me and you can have this conversation. You wouldn't believe Skip Bayless.
Right,
that's what I'm saying.
I got you. I feel okay. Let's take Nick Anderson, right? Okay, let's roll with Nick Anderson. Cool. Nick Anderson started struggling after that, though. Like, go look at Nick Anderson's free throw percentage before that, and then look at it after that, right? That was a psychological thing for Nick after a while. I don't know. OG.
I'm closing the comments. Fish is cold.
Yeah, Fish is a maniac. Fish is on fire tonight. Do not play the comments.
I'm not
on right now.
I'm not posting that.
Tonight.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Fish is on fire.
She's awful though.
Oh my God, please.
Awful.
Oh boy, take it from here, please. We're not doing.
Now hold on. I'm not gonna lie. She looked just like Skip.
Her sister. His sister. That's his sister.
I thought you wasn't feeling well. You done reel me in. Lord,
that's his sister.
It's all ball, suckers.
Y'all seen Meryl Streep's crackhead sister? That's her. That's her.
Hey, Fish, this is your fault, Fish. Just being honest with you.
So what if Skip heard this and he was like, why would you guys take it?
I'm blaming it on Fish. I'm just being honest.
Blame Fish.
Right. Fish blaming it all on Fish.
They'll never know what Fish look like. They'll never know.
Right.
They'll never know. Anonymity at his best. They'll never know. Man.
Yo, I think somebody, when Fish was in the comments with Gil, somebody said, yo, get out of here. That's you with the zipped up turtleneck. He said, yo, listen, man, I ain't the only thing that'll get zipped up. So I said, what?
Yeah, come on, man. Yeah. Come on, man. I'm going to be honest, man. When you really step back and look at what Skip Bayless has done throughout the years, yo, man, he created a character, and that character spawned so many careers, whether we liked it or not. His influence on sports, whether we like it or not, is legendary. And let's be for real. Shannon Sharpe is not doing as good on ESPN as he was with Skip.
What's that mean, OG? Tell me more about it. What's that mean?
I don't like Shannon Sharpe.
From your vantage point.
Shannon Sharpe is not a star on First Take.
Talk about this, Flea. We've been talking about this, Flea.
Co-star.
No. Right, but
AllBall is on. AllBall smoking. I want him to cook right now.
On Undisputed, it was clear Shannon was a superstar.
Was a star, right?
And he started a character and turned into something that we fell in love with. Mm-hmm. The Black Amal, the Unk, his sayings,
the accent. He was, the twang.
And remember, he tells stories about his grandparents, his brother. Mm-hmm. He was memes every day. It was hilarious. Mm-hmm. That was because of Skip. Let's be realistic. And we all might not like Skip personally, right? But when we talk about somebody that has a legendary career, and now people that is in media, y'all both said it. Y'all doing the same thing Skip and them is doing. And so for me, I'm being honest. I'm not gonna say I don't like Skip because I don't know him, right? But I ain't gonna lie, Flea. He knows the game, and I know for a fact what he's done is purposely done, and it's carved out a career going probably 30 plus years. And it's like, yo, man, you got to commend the dude like that. Like right now, I'd rather watch him than Stephen A. Smith any day. Any day.
I don't believe you. And I'm gonna tell you why I don't believe you. And no disrespect, OG. I'm not saying it like you lying. You know what I mean?
I'm a liar.
Yeah. No. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that you're right about everything you're saying. Spot on. But for me, Skip knows the blueprint, but does he know the blueprint for himself now? Like, he know the blueprint on how to prop up Stephen A. He knew the blueprint on how to like raise Shannon Sharpe's cachet in the media world. But what about yourself? Because right now, you dormant. Right now, you can't latch your wagon on to another, call it what you want, another black potential superstar, and y'all go at it for 2 hours on live TV. He can't do it. He duplicated it twice. What is he doing now? Do you make enough money where he could just chill? I could just chill now? How would we listen to Skip Bayless right now? His podcast garbage. I would never sit there and listen to him.
I didn't even know he had one.
That's what I'm saying. I would never sit there and listen to him rehash stories from even though I'm sure they're great. But that's not for me with him. Right. But what's the next play? Right? You had a couple plays in the last 15 years that hit. First Take hit. Undisputed hit.
Yeah. Great point.
What's the next play?
I didn't expect them to be on Barstool though. It was surprising, not shocking to you saying that it is Barstool to that the trash is they like the white trash of the Ringer. So they are. The Ringer is like supposed to be some classy Boston dudes, and Barstool is the Ringer. It's supposed to be the classy Boston dudes.
Sorry, I'm thinking of Barstool.
Right, and Portnoy's supposed to be the
I don't like that dude. Can you tell? I don't like him.
Yeah, he's showing his ass too much, but I think to your point, Flea, and AllBall, Skip needs this. He needs a forum. He needs somebody to go back and forth with. If not, that shit is boring. We know how tough it is to be on camera by yourself. So that talent that Shannon has, he's done it, but even he needs other people to bounce off of. Now that we think about it, and Skip provided, like I always say, he was the villain. So it's easy to look good in front of him. Shannon was the good guy in front of him because that guy's so bad, nobody's gonna like him. He could just be Unk. Now Unk is kind of showing like, wait a minute, dog, why are you so sensitive for? And it brings me back to you saying what Skip's next trick. All Shannon Sharpe's tricks have all been like trashy viral moments. Say what we want about Cat Williams, he rode that wave to the zesty wave. Then he was with the remember there wasn't no porn tape when he was on FS1.
But you see where that come from? But you see how microwave we are in our society, right? All of this is happening this year. You talking like that shit happened 2 years ago. Like
right, but what I'm saying is we were talking about his talent before this year. All we talking about now is trash. This ain't nothing. That's not his talent. Shannon Sharpe is I keep talking when he breaks down football and he's doing it like he was yelling at Dan Orlovsky over there. I'm just like, what's all that about?
Trying to keep your relationships because you don't want to tell the truth about Aaron Rodgers. I saw it. Yeah.
Only reason why he did that was because Cam and everybody saying you ain't put your glasses back on. What happened then? Now you want to yell at the white man on TV and not have people say, "Oh, I don't just yell at black people, bro." You ain't low, man. Like I'm getting more disappointed in Shannon. Skip Bayless has stuck to his guns, even when they brought up his bad takes. He's like, "Yeah, I meant it, and I still mean it." Okay, okay. Like the way he's talking about Shannon Sharpe, like yo, he lied about that though, Fleet. Yo, I didn't disrespect him. I didn't really go at him like that. Like, yeah, you did. You were intentional about getting under his skin to argue, and it got heated. You can't, I still think Shannon was way too insecure about that, way too defensive. You knew what you signed up for. But at the end of the day, for him to say that I miffed Shannon Sharpe was crazy to me. Like, about football? Nah. You ain't miffing nobody.
AllBall
TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.